than 60 years, Brits have been sold the dream of a new paradise life in Australia. Every year, nearly 30,000 people emigrate to Oz, and many head for the vibrant city of Sydney, attracted to the harbour lifestyle, the sunshine, and the 70-odd beaches up and down the coast. We'll meet high-flying paramedic Chris, who came to Australia to save lives in an area covering over 88,000 square miles.
It's a great way of spending your day in the office.
And we'll discover what life's really like for Poms down under. The weather in Australia is the big attraction for any Brit seeking a new life. The average temperature in summer is 26 degrees centigrade. But some like it cooler, and just an hour west of Sydney, in the Blue Mountains, the temperature drops by 7 degrees. It's one thing starting a new life as a young professional. It's another thing crossing continents with young children.
See you, kids.
Chris and wife Sarah emigrated to Australia 3 years ago with their 2 children, Esme and Sam.
I was at work one day and I saw that New South Wales Ambulance Service were recruiting UK paramedics, and so I came home to Sarah one day and I said, "You fancy moving to Australia?" Thinking she'd say, "Don't be so silly." And she, to my surprise, she said, "Yeah, why not?" And so that was the start of it all, and I came out here for an interview, and then a year later, well, pretty much a year, yeah, we sort of got off a plane and we were here.
Chris is no ordinary paramedic. He swapped his ambulance for a helicopter. Chris is now part of an elite team of intensive care paramedics, rescuing 1,400 people a year. New South Wales is a state of diversity, with thousands of miles of rugged bushland and coastline.
Because a lot of people are into more outdoor activities, bushwalking or motorcycling, mountain biking, they can have injuries and illnesses in quite sort of remote areas, especially areas ambulance can't get to.
Only an hour into his shift, and Chris is called to a remote part of the bush. A 77-year-old farmer has been run over by his own tractor after something got lodged in the gears.
So what part of the tractor made contact with you then?
The farmer eventually crawled 100 metres to safety.
So do you think the whole of the weight of the tractor was on your chest, do you think? Or?
The man has possible chest and pelvic injuries, and they need to get him to the nearest hospital immediately.
We're going to fly him up to the John Hannah Hospital, which is about a 10-minute flight. So he's pretty stable. We've given him some pain relief, and he's taken spinal precautions because of what's happened. So yeah, we'll now head off and get him sorted.
It's a short flight back to the hospital. X-rays show the patient has broken a total of 14 bones in his body, including a shattered pelvis. But they make them hardy in Oz, and the man went on to make an amazing recovery. Despite recession elsewhere, Australia is a growing country in need of a skilled workforce. Many of the UK's highly trained nurses and paramedics have been enticed down under by a better quality of life. Chris and his wife Sarah moved to Sydney 3 years ago. They got married in 1999 and lived in Felixstowe. Chris's salary has increased by 20% since moving to Australia. This has meant that he and Sarah could afford a 4-bedroom house with a pool for about £300,000.
Most Australian houses have 3 sitting areas. This is what you call the family room. So you've got your kitchen and your family room, so you can all be together while you're cooking and watching TV and stuff and playing games. And then you have your formal lounge, which we just go in the evenings to watch TV. This is what's called a rumpus room, so it's like a 3rd living space. So we use it as the children's playroom, but as they get older it'll be turned into their lounge room. Some watermelon here, Sam?
The kids have taken to the Aussie way of life like ducks to water.
Children spend them all afternoon in the pool, so they really enjoy it. They have their friends over. They really enjoy it here, don't you?
But Chris has felt the distance.
Yeah, you miss family and friends, and I think that's a big thing, but
If you could pick your family and friends up and bring them all here, then
yeah,
it would be perfect.
that'd be perfect. That would be paradise.
He's getting there now, but there were times when I've had to say, you know, you're not going back, you've got to give it 2 years, and after 2 years, if you really, really don't like it, then we'll go. But it didn't take him very long, and he's settled in.
You know, I feel so lucky every time, you know, we go up, and especially if we fly up the coast on a lovely sunny day, and you can look down over the beaches and you can see all of the wildlife. You know, you see sharks swimming around and dolphins and, you know, some absolutely stunning scenery.